1, 2, 3, eyes on me. Welcome back to class, everyone. We're going to begin today's class by looking at all these bats that we have flying across the front of our room. And I want you to tell me, what do you notice about these bats? That's a little weird. Joseph, what do you notice?
They have words.
They have words, and these words are actually going to be a part of our vocabulary lesson today. So we have nocturnal, pesky, consume, agile, and roost. Our objective for today's lesson is, given a crossword puzzle, students will be able to complete the crossword puzzle independently with 4 out of 5 correct or 80% accuracy. So that's going to be this crossword puzzle right here. After today's lesson, I'm going to give you each one of these, and you're going to complete it keeping our objective goal in mind. So when I read off these words to you, you should actually remember some of these words from our informal vocabulary assessment. And today we're just going to be reviewing some of the words that we may not have known from this passage. And after the lesson, we are going to do a review game. So this is our off-the-bat vocabulary. Our vocabulary words are nocturnal, agile, roost, pesky, and consume. Our first word is nocturnal. Let's look at our off-the-bat, our off-the-bat passage, and let's find in the passage where it says the word nocturnal. So let's all look at our passage, and when you see the word nocturnal, raise your hand. Can you read that sentence off to us, Joseph?
Bats are nocturnal and only come out at night.
Yes. So, nocturnal means to only come out at nighttime. Bats, owls, and even raccoons are all nocturnal animals. So, here's our definition, and here's nocturnal used in a sentence, and here's a little image down here. Of course, we said owls are nocturnal, they only come out at nighttime. During the day, they're asleep. During the nighttime, they're awake. It's the opposite of us. And bats are also nocturnal. Our next word is agile. Let's all scan our off-the-bat passage again, and when you find the word agile, raise your hand. I spot it. It's in the first paragraph.
Oh, got it.
Joseph, can you read that off to us?
Bats are hard to spot because they are more agile than birds.
Yes, bats are hard to spot because they are more agile than birds. Agile means to change direction quickly. Timmy completed the obstacle course quickly with his agile movements. So you guys actually probably in PE remember completing an activity where you'll sprint like 50 yards, touch the line, quickly turn directions, sprint 50 yards again, touch the line repeatedly. And when you do that in gym, you are actually seeing how agile you are, how quickly you can touch that line, change direction, and turn around. So I have a little image down there of some kids playing, being agile. Next we have roost. Let's find roost in our passage. It's actually bolded in the passage. I think I see it. Joseph sees it too. Can you read that off to us, Joseph?
They roost in the caves and trees.
They roost in caves and trees. Roost means to settle for rest or sleep. I accidentally put 4 twice. Have you ever seen a bat roost in your attic? So when bats roost, they go to rest or sleep. They can roost in buildings, your home, or bats in caves, like it said in the passage. And our image down here shows a bird about to roost in a birdhouse. Again, roost means to settle for rest or sleep. have you ever seen a bat roost in your attic? The next word we have is pesky. Let's look in our passage for the word pesky. P-E-S-K-Y. Remember, when you see it, don't shout out, just raise your hand.
Found it.
Shh, just raise your hand. Okay, Joseph, can you read that off to us, please?
Bats help the environment by eating pounds of pesky insects every night.
That is correct. So even from context clues, we might be able to figure out what pesky means. Pesky means to cause trouble or be annoying. Mosquitoes can be very pesky. I think mosquitoes are very pesky when they, especially at nighttime, go to bite you, and they kind of can be a little annoying. Some of you may have some younger siblings that you may think are a little annoying, and you might want to call them pesky, even though that's not a very nice word to call them. But remember, pesky means to cause trouble or be annoying. And our final word is consume. I will read this one out. Some people build bat houses so they can stay to consume unwanted bugs. Can you repeat that back to me, Joseph?
Some people build bat houses so they can stay to consume unwanted bugs.
Yes, and unwanted may be a synonym for the word pesky. When you consume something, you eat or drink it. Bats consume flowers, small insects, fruits, nectar, pollen, and even leaves. So bats don't just consume small insects, they actually also consume all those other things. And we have a little image down here of a young girl consuming watermelon. She's eating it. So now that we have gone over the definitions and some examples of those words and sentences, we are going to play a review game called Roll a Word. So I'm going to pass out one of these worksheets to each of you. And when I pass it out, I want you to write your name across the top. That's going to be the first thing we do. And then we will go over the directions when I see everyone's done. Okay. Hold on, I'm trying to find my dice. Oh, I took them out. So let's go over the rules to roll a word. For each word, I'm going to roll my dice, and we will fill out our worksheets based on the number I roll for each word. So we're going to start with the word nocturnal. I'll roll the dice. Whatever I roll will complete one of these. Then we'll move to agile, roost, pesky, consume. And there's an extra space at the bottom. We're just going to ignore that. So if I roll a 1, you will have to give me the definition of the word. You're going to write the definition in this box right next to the word nocturnal, and then we will review our answers together. So be prepared to share your answers with the class. If I roll a 2, you will have to give me a synonym and antonym of the word. A synonym is a word that may mean the same thing. An antonym is a word that will mean the opposite. So a synonym for happy might be joyful, but an antonym for happy would be sad. If I roll a 3, you will have to write a sentence that includes the word. If I roll a 4, you will have to draw a picture to represent the word. If I roll a 5, you will have to connect the word to your life. So just like I did with the word agile and you guys doing that activity in PE where you have to be agile, you'll have to do something like that. If I roll a 6, you will have to act out the word, and on your worksheet you will describe what you did. So does everyone understand the directions? Give me a thumbs up. Okay, so remember, be prepared to share your answer. Let's start with nocturnal. I'm going to roll this on Joseph's desk. 5. So next to nocturnal, Connect that word to your life. Connect the word nocturnal to your life. Okay, Joseph, let's share your response.
My brother stays up all night and is nocturnal.
His brother stays up all night and is nocturnal. So, does that fit our definition of nocturnal? Yes, nocturnal means to stay up all night. My brother seems a little nocturnal too. He stays up all night playing video games. I'm going to connect nocturnal to my life. Let's see, I have mine. I'm going to write it down. Here's how I connected nocturnal to my life. The owls around my house are nocturnal. The noise they make keeps me up all night. I have tons of owls flying around my house, and they make so much noise at nighttime I can hear them, and it definitely keeps me up. Let's move on to our next word, agile. 3. Write a sentence with the word agile in it. Be prepared to share your response. Give me a thumbs up when you're done. Joseph, can you share your sentence with the class?
Football players are very agile.
Football players are very agile. That is a great sentence. They change directions very quickly. Now I'm going to write my own sentence up on the board, and I'm going to share it with you guys. Let me think. My sentence reads, when I play tag, I am very agile. When I'm trying to tag people and they try to run away, I have to change direction super quickly to try and catch them. Or if someone's trying to catch me, I have to change direction very quickly to get away from them. We're going to keep going down the list. Roost. Okay, so I rolled a 6. You're going to have to act out the word roost. And on your worksheet, you're going to describe how you acted it out. Okay. Joseph, you want to come up and just do a quick, it doesn't have to be anything crazy, just roost. And remember, our definition for roost is going to rest or sleep.
Can I just do it at the desk?
Sure. Joseph is roosting at his desk. He's laying his head down, getting ready to rest. Okay. Remember to fill in the box next to the word roost. So you can put, you laid your head down to rest. Let's see, for roost, I'll do this. Like I'm going to sleep in my bed. It's all right. I laid on my hands like I'm going to sleep. Roost. To rest or sleep. Joseph, do you want to roll the dice this time for our word pesky? Ooh, 2. If you rolled a 2, you're going to have to give a synonym, which means a word that means the same as pesky, and an antonym, a word that means the opposite of pesky. Let me think. Joseph, do you want to share your synonym? Are you ready?
Yep.
What's your synonym for
Annoying.
pesky? Annoying. That is a great synonym because it's actually right in our definition. To cause trouble or be annoying. And what's your antonym?
Friendly.
Friendly. That's a good antonym. If someone's friendly, they're not being annoying. I love his responses. I'm actually just going to keep them up here for myself. Okay, last one. I'm going to do a big roll. Do you want it? You can go. 6. Another acting. We have some big actors in our class. Okay, so the word is consume. Okay, Joseph, you want to act out?
I'm going to eat the highlighter.
Joseph just consumed the highlighter. He ate it. Let's see how I do consume. I drank water. I consumed it. So remember, in your box, you're going to write or describe your action. So, I wrote, I pretended to consume water. Now that the review game's over, the fun's over, we are going to do our crossword puzzle. So, okay. I'm going to pass each of you a crossword puzzle. The first thing you want to do, so you don't forget, is put your name, and then you will complete it independently. Hold on.